everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
Welcome, fabricators. We have some big news with regards to Copilot. There's a new Copilot in town, and it's going to change the way that we use things. It's going to offer a much more interactive business user experience that people have been asking for, to be able to create visualizations. And you know what? Hold on. I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's just stop for a second. This is going to be an end-to-end tutorial. So it's going to be a little bit longer video, but at the same time, we're going to go through this and all the steps, and we're going to use the tutorial documentation that we actually have up on Microsoft Learn. So the link for that is in the description of the video. If you want to follow along, please feel free to go and grab it. Now, the experience we're going to start out with is actually going to be in Power BI Desktop, because the flow for our Power BI Copilot starts with the developer preparing data for AI in Power BI Desktop. Once we publish our report to our Fabric workspace, we'll have our semantic model and our report. We could also publish these using an app and share them across different workspaces, but it doesn't stop there. We also have access to data agents. Remember, data agents are those wonderful OpenAI chatbots that we can create a RAG pattern, retrieval augmentation generation, very quickly by using a lakehouse, a KQL database, a data warehouse, or a semantic model to be able to chat interactively with our data. As the business user, what you'll need is read access to a workspace where you have semantic models, reports, apps, or data agents deployed. The business user will then be able to use this Copilot experience to chat interactively back and forth with it. Now, one thing to keep in mind is for our semantic models and reports, these do have to be prepared specifically for AI. You have to have a couple things enabled by your tenant admin. Users can use Copilot and other features powered by Azure OpenAI. We also need enabled users can access a standalone cross-item Power BI Copilot experience. It's currently in preview. After that, we'll start to go through the tutorial. What we're going to largely cover right now is the introduction, so we can skip that. Get started with Copilot and Power BI is the next step, and there's a link specifically in there where we will download the Power BI desktop report that we're going to use called Revenue Opportunities. You can get this one of two ways. There's a link where we can just download the report directly to our desktop, and then there's also a link to the GitHub repository so you can pull down the Power BI report from there. Okay, so enough talking about this. You know what we want to do. Let's go take a look at this together. All right, we're starting out in Power BI Desktop, and we're going to look at the report because it's important that we understand what's going on in this report and the data, and how we can actually position this to compare it to report and data that we have in our organization, so we understand how to use Power BI Copilot. So looking at this, you can see we've got total revenue, opportunities by region, staging pipeline, state and revenue. There's a good hover over where we've got a nice tooltip on there. And then when we look at some of the details, we've got opportunity analysis, large, small, medium, and it's broken up by East and West Coast. And then within there, we actually have different leads and partners and things of that nature. So looking at the data that we have, we can see we've got sales where we've got a lot of measures. We've got a bunch of tables. And if we go over to the data viewer of this data has been imported so we can see it, accounts, dates, opportunities, partners, products, and also sales by state. So that way we can see how things are looking from that perspective. We could dive into relationships, but I'm not going to go that far. Let's go ahead and let's work on preparing this for AI. First thing you're going to need to do is connect this to a workspace that has a Copilot, an F2 or higher, or a P1 capacity. And the first thing we're going to do is simplify the schema. Now, looking at accounts, I don't need account ID. That's an ID column specifically for our tables. I don't need day sort or month sort because those are for visualizations. This is going to simplify the data. We don't need these keys. Let's get rid of it. We hit apply, we hit close. Now, the next thing I want to do is I want to validate some questions, set up verified answers. So let's do this via a graphic for pipeline staging. We're going to enter in two values. First, how many opportunities are in each sales stage? Go ahead and hit plus, and we can add a second one. How does the number of opportunities vary by sales stage ad? And what we're doing is we're saying this visualization can answer this. We could edit, we could delete, we could add more. I'm good to go for what I want to prep on this. Now there's another way to be able to get to this screen. I could go to prepare data, verify answers, and you can see there are the two answers that I put in place. I'm going to go ahead and click close. Because we've simplified, we verified, let's add some AI instructions. So let's walk through this. We're going to tailor responses for industry norms of software companies, sales channels, sales managers, monitor the direct and partner sales channels. This is prompt information that we're putting in place. And then we've got some information about specific instances. Now, one of the things we want to make sure that we understand is we understand how the data actually lines up when we look at the specific instances. Key earners refers to top 3 partners. Looking at the partners table. If asked about clients and organizations, look at the accounts table. For sales cycle questions, use average opportunity, the specific measure. We're calling that out. And here's the DAX code associated with it. So we're prompting this. Opportunity days synonymous with sales cycles. I think this was just a vernacular. I didn't find anything in a table or a measure for it. Leads, deals, sales pract, opportunities tables. If we're asked about early stage opportunities, look at the solution stage. And if the audience is a leadership, prioritize revenue opportunity count as well as the finalized stage. So we've got some instructions that are in place. Now let's go ahead and test this out. Let's test this in Copilot. What are 3 affiliates that had the most leads across the Eastern zones? There we go. A little bit fabric magic right there. Now we're good to go. Let's go ahead and let's publish this. I'm going to publish this to our workspace TFTF development. I've got a folder for this. I'm going to override the report there because I was playing around with this earlier. Now let's go ahead and click on the report. There's a couple things we need to do in Fabric before we get this working. So first we need to go to File and we need to go to Settings. We're going to add a description. This is going to help the model make sure that you have an accurate description. And then we want to go to View the Semantic Model. We're going to go in the semantic model to the settings. And first we're going to add a detailed semantic model description. And then next, this is a big one. We need to make sure that AI preparation is marked, that we have prepared this for AI. Now, here's the moment we've been waiting for, Copilot. We get in here. This is very much the Copilot experience we've been looking for. Where can I find data about sales funnel, including opportunity stages and goals? It tells you the information right there. Provide a detailed summary of the contents of the second item. I need to understand what it contains so I can ask questions. I love it that I don't have to say the report name or that it's a report. I can just say the second item. Very conversational. Okay, it gives me a breakdown of the entire report. One of the really nice things in here is it gives me an explanation, but it also cites what the different visualizations, what the tables, what the data is that I can look at to be able to pull back some of this information. To me, this is a big deal. This is one of those things that I really, really like, because how many times have you looked at a report before in a business environment, and you have no idea what it does, or there's a lot of things in here and we're not entirely certain as to what we're doing with this. I love it that we can now get a summarization. We can break this down and we can look at this in a really, really detailed manner. But wait, there's even more to this. Here's the great thing. I can also provide an object for it to look at to be able to drill into that specific object. That to me is really, really amazing. It takes this from one of those things that we're scanning an entire area to now we can get down to very precise interactions. So let's go ahead and add a report. We're going to add the revenue report specifically. I'm going to confirm that, and then I'm going to ask the question I want. What was the revenue for each state in the last year for this specific report? Well, it's going to scan this, and then it pulls back, and there I can see a breakdown by state. Really, really nice. Again, a little bit of fabric magic right there. The fact that we can drill down into the data in this report. Now, if I wanted to go further, if I wanted to go into the report and take a look at it, I love it that this is so connected that I can see the data that's used, the state, the total revenue. The total revenue is a measure. And if I want to go into the report and I want to look more closely at it, the link is right there. Everything's in one location. I can just click through and I'm back in my report. Okay, now let's go ahead and let's do Copilot. I normally just close these tooltips, but this time, yeah, I was going to use Copilot anyway. Why not, right? We've got a couple options here. Understand the data, dig deeper, write a summary. I'm going to start with understanding the data. What is this report about? Because this is, again, what we had in Copilot, but we can also get it in this phase with the Power BI report. Really, really key. And what I love is as it's doing its explanation, I get these little tooltips where it will put the spotlight on the visualization so I can see exactly where we're getting the data from. As it's telling me the information that we're getting, I can see which graphic also pertains to this. Once again, a much, much better way for me to be able to understand the reports if this is the first time I'm jumping into something, or maybe if I've looked at it over and over again to validate that I understand the underlying data and the way this report is being used. So often the people who utilize the reports are not always the business people or the report writer putting it together, right? We're separate people using this in a business scenario. So let's ask some questions. Generate a funnel chart showing the total opportunities and their sales stages for aqua products over the last 3 months. One of the wonderful things about this is I can generate these visualizations. Now, one of the things, let's go ahead. I can see how did we arrive at this? Again, I love it. It calls it out, looking at the measures and the columns. And now I can also explore this answer. So let's close the got it, but you can see here's my data, here's the visualization it produced, but I could also edit it in this pane. Now, if I wanted to, I could save this and I can apply this to the report. I'm not going to do that. As you can see, for the data that we've already pulled in, we've got filters. I click on it, it starts to show me a matrix view of the information that we have for the product code. I could alter this further if I wanted to use this to perhaps build a report based off of the semantic model or the app that I have access to. I'm not going to do it in that case. Let's just go ahead and get rid of this. Let's go back and let's ask some more questions. Write an executive summary for a senior management team focusing on the distribution of operational results across regions. Again, really nice breakdown, something that we could copy and paste. We could also rate this. And again, if you look at this, we have these tooltips that as we click through here, we're going to be able to get a spotlight on these specific graphics. So that way we can make sure that not only do we have the text for this, but we can understand what it's trying to tell us and where it's pulling this data from. Okay, that's the tutorial. Again, if you want to, I fast forwarded through some of the Copilot sections, so this is not going to match up one-to-one for you. Feel free to pause this whenever you need to. Sound off. You know where we want to keep this going. Are you excited about this? Are you looking forward to using it? Is this something that your company has been waiting for? I'd love to hear your feedback on this. Do you love the Power BI experience within the reports? Are you excited about the all-up Fabric experience to be able to use this as your Copilot system to find information about your analytics? This is something that Nelly Gustafsson was hinting about on the live stream, and we've got another one coming up with the PG soon. Hope you can join us. Thank you so much for joining us on Tales from the Field. As always, be good to one another. Bye, everybody.
Set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation.